last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the finish! And now they can spring out of defence. Ronaldinho has the space to scheme. It's Ronaldinho!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Haaland stood up well to him there. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Osimhen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Burnley have got it back and they'll have another go. Haaland. Burnley do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
David! That had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort. Akanji simply refused to be outdone there. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Towering header! Well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great corner, and he did the rest. Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Pinches it off him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Mendes. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Osimhen purring through the gears. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lam. And here's Vitinha. And Mecha. And here's Cruyff. Donatoni. Well seen. Saw that. That's it, 45 minutes up. Burnley have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind. They find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Burnley are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So right back into the action. Company is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Haaland. David,
Big chance! And no mistake. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Truly superb. A goal of such...
He's having a shot!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Donatoni. And here's Osimhen.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nice interception, well timed. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Argentina can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Thinks about the shot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just about up to the hour now.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. He won't be happy with that one. Lahm. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Cruyff. And here's one.
It's Ronaldinho!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a shade optimistic. Searching pass he's played there. Well read, nice interception. Now he's got space here. Neatly clipped into space. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Company. And it's Cruyff, looking to pass their way up the pitch. That ball looks a good one. Now it's David. That's going across goal. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
The two coaches are
Griezmann.
signalling changes here,
Number
both at the
7,
same time.
Donadoni. Number 14.
Kvaratskhelia. He's got away.
Number 18.
Can he get it through?
Akanji.
David ploughing.
Number
Damn
25,
it!
Nuno
And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like
Number
that.
9. Mbappe.
And it's
Number
O'Reilly.
8,
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
41, Rice. Number 3, substitution.
Alonso. Tries to pass it through. O'Reilly finding himself in space.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the shot! That's a sharp finish. And they get themselves in front.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smart.
And a chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
That'll be a throw. Nemecha. That's a chance, surely! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
So can they do it again? Osimhen! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball.
Argentina really can only do one thing.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Cruyff. Now it's David. He's shot a goal! And yes, it's there! We thought they were done, but never say never. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Looking to play him in. Quick look, then place. He's rising! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And we're done. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Burnley can all...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. Madueke. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's been cut out, well played. Spread out to the left. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Kaká. Kaká! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Shoots! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Burnley really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Kaká. Anderson. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's Madueke. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Bellingham. Closing in on... And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Bellingham really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
O'Reilly gathers from the goal kick. Osimhen is onto this.
Burnley are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's nice. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chance for a shot! Goal, England! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Kane is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Kaká! That's a decent clearance.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Bellingham. Picked out brilliantly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Bellingham. That's very neat. Rafael Leao. Great challenge, time to perfection.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Anderson. And here's Madueke. Threads one in. Madueke! Ferry getting this one clear. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Kaka. Pinches it off him. Rijkaard. It's run loose here. Now it's Kane. It's a searching pass. Gehi spots it and intercepts. Belletti. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Konsa has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Oh, brilliant stop from Pickford. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Burnley go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Burnley?
Decent chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Burnley are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Burnley restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Mendes making good progress. It's a pretty loose pass. Anderson, nicely aimed pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Kane. He's looking wide. Rafael Leao. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's O'Reilly, steaming on goalwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gehi gets over and intercepts. Kaka, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Can he spark a counter here? Kaka. He is just caressing the ball. Kaka really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Bellingham. Can he get... Chance! Goal, England! And they get themselves in front! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substitution on the field. Number 27, Serginho.
Well, the two coaches
13,
are signalling
Neymar.
changes here, both at the same time.
Number 18,
England
Akanji.
have their lead.
Number 14,
Look, he's the one everyone
Rijkaard.
expects to put the ball in the net.
Coming on
That's
the
what he's
field.
paid to do.
Number 20,
Good luck with that dink over the
Tekkeling.
top.
Number 9, Mbappe.
Burnley?
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Right.
Can he finish? And there's a goal. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Osimhen looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Kane. Bellingham. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! And how did he not put that away?
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So we have movement on both benches.
Mendes. Coming on to replace him is number 3. Substitution in progress.
Tries to pass it through. Space for him to turn and look. Burn clears it away. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough.
He's having a shot!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gordon gets into a good position. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he shoots! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left,
Added minutes has
including
been
stoppages?
indicated.
And he skips past his man. It's a promising position, delivered with swing. Nice interception, well timed. The final seconds now. Chips it through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Osimhen claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Burnley have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Burnley really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are big.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level. Okay, he may...
And pull it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pirlo. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Osimhen. Good driving run. Threads one in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. There's the header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Norway are looking to go forward now. Tries the cross. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Vieira. Pirlo. And here's Owen. Great ball, and he's in here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Vieira. Now it's Donatoni. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. So it is still 0-0. Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Donatoni. Maldini gets across and deals with it. Bruno Fernandes. Burnley
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Bruno Fernandes, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That is lovely. Best going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's being shifted off it. Great vision. Oh, super find. Griezmann! He's delivered all right! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Antoine Griezmann.
Burnley have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pirlo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And shot a goal! And a neat finish! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Bruno Fernandes, who can single-handedly make a difference. Pirlo. And it's Gullit. Knocks it into space. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Gullit looking to add to his goal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira. And it's Pirlo. Now he's running away. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Gullit! Superb goal! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique.
And that is all they have time for. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Just a quick announcement.
So we reached the halfway point.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Burnley really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's an imaginative pass. Vieira. Owen is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Vieira. Hullet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Hullet. Rijkaard did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Burnley have it back and can go again. He's shifting through the gears here. Varane defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Oh, good looking ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a searching pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Hullet going after that. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Roberto Baggio. And he's managed to get free. Pirlo. Bruno Fernandes. Shot could be on. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's picked it up out wide. Shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 18, Akanji. Number 6,
It's
Griezmann.
Roberto Baggio.
Number 7, Donadoni.
Mendes gets
on the
across to
field.
intercept that.
Number 8,
Burnley
Xabi
may
Alonso.
only be one behind,
Number
but they're
41.
showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Number 9, Mbappe. Number 21, Shevchenko.
Osimhen!
Osimhen!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height. David Villa! Oh, the ball's run, and again! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's found a way past. And it's been hooked away. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Quality ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Norway clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on to replace him is number 27, Serginho.
Played into space.
Substitutions taking place.
Rice. Now it's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Mateus, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. He's on it, can he get away? Good read, needed to be. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Mateus.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Takes a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Norway look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages? I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Mbappe. Pull it. It's run loose here. Good. Mbappe! It's a loose ball. It's a good-looking delivery. They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, there's the clearance. And time is up. Burnley can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.